Hello, how you all doing? As you'll see, I'm sitting in my car rather than standing outside. I was about to tell you it's a beautiful day here in Scotland, and going into that I'm missing a good day's bike riding out in the Scottish sunshine. But it started raining, sod lodge. So I've jumped into the car and I am about to head off to meet Tom Hurley from Tom Hurley Custom Seats. If you've looked at replacing your own seat already, then you probably know the name Tom Hurley, and he does custom seats built to your own spec as opposed to buying an off-the-shelf seat like a Corbin or something. Now, Tom's normal process is that you send him your original Triumph seat or whatever seat it is that you're actually you're looking to replace, and he'll do a sort of exchange process on that. Now, when Tom told me my seat was finished and gave me the address to ship my original seat to, I realised that he's actually only about an hour away, so I said, well, rather than me posting my seat and then you posting the other one back, me having a bit of downtime on the bike, can I drive down and pick it up? And he's agreed to that. So I'm in the car, I'm heading down there, looking forward to picking the seat up. Then when I get back, we'll put the new seat in place and I'll let you see that.
Okay, so that took a little bit longer than expected, for about 4 hours actually, there and back, thanks to the traffic at Glasgow. The new seat's picked up. First thing you notice when you pick one of these up or when you receive it is the weight difference between the original seat and this. This is much heavier, much denser, and the reason for that is the medical grade gel that Tom Hurley uses for the cushioning of the seat. Right, he let me hold a sample of it when I was down there to see it, you know, as a sample before it goes in the seat, and it's quite thick, very heavy in comparison to the stuff that's in standard seats. So anyway, very, very heavy, very well finished. Really pleased with it. You know, if you can get a look up close, so I've gone for a grey Alcantara with a horizontal stitching across it. Same form, standard seat, because he uses a standard seat base. I've got this sort of carbon fibre effect trim around the back edge of it, and then I've gone for a blue thread to accent the paint on the bike. So overall, well impressed with how this looks and what the finish of it is. So I'm going to stick it on the bike, and then yeah, we'll let you see how it looks there. And if you haven't had your seat apart before, it's really easy. Once you've got the seat base released, you've basically got a bunch of Torx head bolts that are holding the plastic part at the top of the seat to the aluminium pans. You get 2 here that run through the Triumph label up at top, another 2 slightly further forward, another 2, and then one final one at the bottom. And they come apart that easy that I've actually lost one just from cruising around. So these, when I'm putting them back, I'm putting a little bit of Loctite on them, make sure that they're in there, not going to come back out. So there it is, fitted to the bike. The grey Alcantara, I think, goes well with the blue of the bike, accented with the lighter grey horizontal stitching, the blue stitching that runs around the back end here with this carbon fibre effect, which I think is nice because I've got quite a few bits of black on the bike. Sits quite well into the lower pan, as you imagine it would have been fitted to an original Triumph seat base plastic bar. And I will be painting the underside of this to match once I get more paint to run out when I was doing the tank, etc. I'm thinking that this looks pretty awesome as it is. So there you go, Tom Hurley custom seat. If you know who Tom Hurley is and you're on the fence about buying one of his seats, I would say go for it. I'm super pleased with this. I'm looking forward to testing it out on a long ride. If you don't know who Tom is, have a look on Facebook, Instagram. I'll put a mention of his name in the description. I just came across him on the Bonneville forums. Now, I asked Tom about waterproofing, and he told me that the backing of the material is lined with plastic, and also inside there's another layer of plastic as well, so it should be relatively weather resistant. I am going to get some waterproofing treatment for leather or for Alcantara, and I'll treat it. Not that I plan on having it out when it's wet, and I'll cover it if I am out and it is going to rain. It's normally stored in the garage, but you never know. There's always times where you might be out and caught out, so I'll try and get it protected. But overall, well pleased. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, have a look. and check back next time. See you later. Cheers.